And the focus is on Najee Harris. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Raiders and the Monarchs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go between the London Monarchs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Partner, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And now another one thrown incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 7 catches, 134 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. It's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Monarchs are on the board first here in Vegas. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers going to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 8 catches, 66 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Harris will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
2nd and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Now it's Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this complete to Mitchell. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action now. Jackson. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They go play action with Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Jackson now. And that is complete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try work from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Rodgers. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down. To throw is Rodgers. He gets it complete to Harris. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And again, it's Rodgers. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles and key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He completes this one to Mingo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Sam Howell, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. It was a running back, Elijah Mitchell, who stood out in that first half. He had 4 catches in those first 2 quarters, one of which wound up a touchdown.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Hamler now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Jackson on first down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete as well. Those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man, and again it's Sutton. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Pass complete there to Nakua. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Shoves him aside. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. London about set to take over on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing. Forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st down, here's Mitchell. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Monarchs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now here come the Raiders. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Rodgers right back to Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Rodgers again now. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go right back to Andrews. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson now. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mitchell will take it in. Touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Rodgers looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football in each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for London, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.